Right, welcome back everybody. We're on our way now to Scotland. We're actually heading to Gretna Green at the minute. We're stopping at the service station there overnight. It's actually 5:45 in the evening and it's saying we'll get there at 9:30 tonight. I don't know if you can see that there. It's 217 miles from here. We're actually at Soppy's house still at the minute. So we're just leaving here now. Got Stacey here and Evie and Harry are in the back there.
Hello.
So we might try and get a bit of time-lapse footage on the way at the minute, but I think obviously it's getting a bit dark now, so I'm not sure what the camera will pick up. So what we might do is just pick the camera up when we get parked at Gretna Green, and then we'll get a bit of footage for you in the morning when it's a bit daylight. So we'll probably see you at Gretna Green in a minute. Right then folks, welcome back. We're actually at Gretna now, service station. Don't know if you can see it over there. It's actually 20 to 11. We did get here at 9:30, 25 past 9 we got here. So we've been in the services, got a bite to eat, and now we've just come back to the van and got the front windows blacked out, and we've got all the curtains shut there. We've had the diesel heater on for about an hour, but we've had to open the window. It's a bit stuffy in there. So I'll just quickly show you what we've got going on in here. In the front, we've got Evie. She's got her own little bedroom here, look. So it's all padded out, the windows got the thermal blinds up, and she's got a mattress thing rolled over the front seats. So you alright in there?
I guess.
Yeah?
I guess.
Right, you can go to bed, no night. And then coming in the back of the van, we got Stacey, and we got the double rock and roll bed here, where me and Stacey are, and Harry's actually on the unit, and I did put a new sheet of plywood on there to bring it out the width of a single bed. So it's not screwed onto the unit. I've actually put some blocks on the wall and it's held on with them blocks. So we're going to get our heads down now. So we'll see you in the morning. Right, welcome back folks. It's actually 10 to 9 now in the morning. We've just been in the services and grabbed ourselves a bit of breakfast. Let's have a look. So I've gone for the full English breakfast without mushrooms and tomatoes. So that's what I've got. What you got?
A bacon, mushroom and egg bap.
What you got, Harry?
Sausage bap. Bacon bap.
So did you have a good night's sleep in the van?
Yeah.
What about you, Stacey?
Yes, I did. Better than I thought.
And food looks good here, doesn't it? It's nice and clean.
Yeah, it does.
So I've just got a bit of condensation to get rid of on the window. I need to get one of them window vacs really. But there was no noise at all last night. But yeah, not many people about. So we're going to get into our breakfast now, get tucked in, and we'll get you a bit of sights of Scotland on the way to Lossiemouth. Right folks, so it's Monday now. We're just heading off now, but I thought I'd bring you and show you the seafront here. This is right down the front of the Lossiemouth, literally 5 minutes from where we've been staying at my sister's house. So I'll just pan it round now and show you. So as you can see, lovely here, just sea for miles. And this little bit that we're parked on at the minute, it's I don't know if you can actually stop here overnight or if it's just a day thing. There's quite a lot of parking down here. And you've got a golf course just right there. I've noticed there is quite a few golf courses around here. So yeah, we've just basically done a lot of walking the last couple of days around the forests, on the beach and all that sort of good stuff. I don't know if you can see in the distance right over there, that's a lighthouse there. I don't know how to zoom in on it. So just there, it's a lighthouse. Right, so this is us now leaving this seafront here. So we'll just leave the camera rolling now and just show you going through Lossiemouth itself. So there's only a few shops along here. There's about 3 ice cream shops, a little bakery and a couple of restaurants. Nice little seafront. That's the bakery there, just on the left now. I was in there earlier having a steak.
Potato and bean.
Yeah, with Scotch pie with beans and mashed potato on the top. So that's the centre of Lossiemouth, I believe. So we're going to head off now back to Gretna Green, and we'll pick up with you guys when we get there. Touch base with you, and then we'll get our head down for the night, and then we'll head off home, and hopefully we should be home tomorrow by 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll see you in a minute. Right, so it's the next morning now. I didn't actually get the camera out last night. We got to the service, it was just about 10 o'clock, and time we got set up with a bed and all that and got something to eat. So yeah, it was about 12:15 last night when we all got settled in the van. And we didn't get up till 8:30. Yeah, so we're still actually here now. It's actually 22:11 now on Valentine's Day. So we're doing a Valentine's Day out in here. Yeah, we didn't get up till 8:30, so that was a good 8 hours kip, near enough. And we're at, I don't know where we are. Where are we?
Annandale Water.
And that's the services next door to Gretna Green on the Lossiemouth side. So we didn't go as far. We're about 20 miles short of Gretna Green, but we just stopped here just because it was something different, isn't it? So it's £13 for the night to park. So yeah, we've just had a breakfast. So we're just going to head back into the service, just have a look round, let the kids have a look round, stretch their legs, and then we're going to head off. So we'll probably be leaving here about 11:15ish. So we're looking to get home before 4 o'clock anyway, so about 3:30. And I'll pick the camera up then and just tell you how the final bit of the route went, and we'll see you then. I see you, Jimmy! So we're all back, everyone. It wasn't a bad drive, really. The last 100 miles, I did actually pull over at the services and let Stacey drive because I was starting to get a headache. So she done the last 100 miles, which I say it weren't too bad. It was pretty much straight road anyway. It was her first time really like on a busy motorway like that. She's only done driving around like Lincolnshire and Nottingham area, and she's not been on fast roads like that very often anyway. So she was a bit unsure about it, and it's not the size of a car either, so it's quite a big wagon compared to her car. But anyway, she managed it. I had a little sleep in the back. I did start getting a headache, so she was a bit nervous at first, but she just jumped in the seat and done it. And I was literally woke up and we was about 10 minutes away from home, so that was a result. But yeah, the van itself, actually, it went fantastic. It didn't skip a beat. It didn't let us down in any way at all. Everything in here worked as it should. The leisure battery stayed charged, so the solar panel's obviously doing its duty, because when we did stay in the van for a couple of nights at the services each way, we did literally have the diesel heater near enough running all night. Literally, out of 8 hours, we probably had it on for a good 6 of them hours. So, and it didn't bother it at all. I've got a little, I think it's a 1.5 litre tank, and that actually sorted us out for 2 nights, parked up, constant running overnight, and there's probably just under a quarter of a tank in it, so it ain't done bad. It's probably done about a litre for 2 nights, so say about 12 hours, it's probably done about a litre of diesel in about 12 to 14 hours. So you have to tell me if that's good or not, but some of the time it was running on high, and then we did have it on low, so you can't really get an average speed. If you're going to do a test on it, you'd want it on one base setting and letting it run to see what you sort of get out of it. But I say, when we were first parking up, we did have it on high, getting it warm in here, and then we did drop it down and let it settle for overnight. So it did really keep toasting here. So the installation in here has really worked. It's been fantastic. Would there be anything I would change in here, in this fan build anyway? Probably not. It's all worked as it should. We managed to cope without a gas stove, a sink and a fridge. So yeah, I mean, if you're doing longer haul nights at a time, you might need to get them things fitted, but where we only do a night, possibly might do a couple of nights out at some point. But there is ways working around this sort of stuff. Like if you go camping, you don't have a sink and all that then, do you? So, but we do have the little portable gas stove. We didn't need that. I say we stopped at services and we just went in the services. It was probably a bit of dearer way of doing it, but at the end of the day, we was out and about. It was a little treat for the kids. It was a little holiday. So the van build, yeah, I'm really happy with it. I say there's still a few snagging jobs to do on it. I've still got the proper electric switches to put in over there and some USB sockets, extra ones. We just use the power banks at the minute, but I will put the sockets all in with the switches, because I have got them and I do want them in here just to finish it off. I can put the diesel heater on a proper switch, because at the minute, the time being, the LED screen is always on, so it is always using a bit of power. It doesn't affect it because the battery is charging all the time, but we've got a bit of light anyway. So it quite comfortably slept 4 of us in there, not an issue at all. I say Evie went along the front window, front 3 seats. That made her a little single bed. Harry had you can just see the corner of the ply. I made that the width of a single bed and just laid that on top of the kitchen unit. So that made him a single bed. And me and Stacey had the rock and roll bed. So quite easily we did sleep 4 of us in there. You wouldn't get 4 adults in there. It is literally like 2 adults and 2 kids basically. So yeah, we racked up just under 1,000 miles. And I say it didn't skip a beat. The kids were comfy in the back here. It did help with this little table. We've got these little non-slip mats as well, so they could just sit their tablet on there and they just stood up in front of them and anything else that they needed. But there was about 4 of these little non-slip mats. The wardrobe come in handy. We chucked all our blankets and quilts and everything in there. I have put a bottom board in there so it separates the diesel heater. So the diesel heater's in its own little cupboard. And I've got Evie and Harry just come out now. What are you laughing at?
You.
Huh? So Evie and Harry just come out now. So I was just saying, we've not long been home, have we?
No.
So did you enjoy Scotland?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy staying in the van in the services?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? It was just big enough, wasn't it, for all of us?
Yeah.
I think we do need to do another van build though, don't we?
Yeah.
I think we'll get a high top next time. I think we're going to look for a high top or a pop top. So I do like the idea of the pop tops, because you're not restricted as much as you are with the high tops in getting in car parks. See, I can still get in car parks with this, even with the solar panel on the roof. I can still get in a standard barrier. With a high top, you're very limited. I've got to have a think about that, and obviously with the pop top, it doubles up, and you get a double bed up the top on most of, you can do on most of them now. So there'll be a double bed up there, and have another rock and roll bed fitted down below for the kids. I'm not too sure yet. It's a bit away to get till we change the van, because there's still a few jobs I want to get done on it. But I think there will be another van build coming. Let me know what you reckon. Do I go high top or do I look for pop top? I say the pop top I do fancy, because I can still get in a lot of places with the roof popped down. So yeah, that was our little trip up and down to Scotland. There weren't much in between scenery, just because we was having a bit of fun basically. So we didn't want to be getting the camera out all the time. That's why we brought you a little bit of scenery in Lossiemouth there, and that's it. So until next time, we'll see you, Jimmy.